What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. We're going to be walking through my 84-inch Cornwell Platinum first gen. In the top right, I've got like heat shields for heat gloves or whatever you want to call them. Some wheel sockets, oil sockets, some sunglass stuff that a coworker gave me, oil filter, cutter, some odds and ends, some tire tools, some other tire sockets, patch kit. Then I've got my 1/2-inch impact driver for brakes. And I've got my junk drawer, which I'm sure everybody has at least one of. This is my power drawer. I've got some stuff at home. I actually need to get a new one of these because mine is taking a shit. I've had that jump box for 5-6 years. Now this is my drill bit and extractors and burrs, thread files, thread savers, tap and die set, both of them. These are step drill bits, hole drill bits, some screw extractors. In this drawer, kind of a hodgepodge, tape. I think that's my bearing press, I'm pretty sure that's my bearing press down there. But I keep a lot of my tape and stuff in here. Some extra parts. Keep some magazines. I've got a rivet gun for plastic right here. This is nut setter for those kinds of rivets. My cooling pressure tester, and then this is my vacuum refill right here. I've had this one for like 7 years and it finally broke, so I bought this one. Then compression tester. This is like a screwdriver set from Snap-on. Master disconnects set, snap ring pliers, O2 sensors, spark plugs, more spark plug sockets. I've got some pullers, serpentine belt tool. I have another one. Don't know what happened to the tool though. Then hose pullers right here, spark tester, spark plug tester, belt tool, cylinder head tools for putting cylinders in. Bought that when I did my gator tail rebuild. And this is my extra screwdrivers, stuff like that. Then I've got somewhere, I don't know if this is them, but no, this is them. This is for old school carburetors, like small carbs. I don't really use that much. Files, hammers, saw, hole punch, and regular punch and chisels. My little hole punch, ladyfoots, Then I had more socket wrenches in here, but I've moved them into my black box. Now, I've since upgraded these torque wrenches, so I hardly ever use these anymore. But I've got the breaker bar, and I've got the rest of my pliers. Had a lot more in here. Moved some of them to my black box though. And I've got master coil suspension kit, some more of the what should we call it? It's been a long day. Shallow or skinny lug wrenches, sockets, tie rod adjustment tool, and then my master set of locking lugs. Then the rest of my money makers, use the hell out of my snap-on air impact hammer. This drill gets a lot of use. The rest of this stuff I don't really use all that much anymore. And this is just storage, socket boxes and everything that's eventually going to get cleared out. But at some point I'm going to clear that out. Now this is my wrench drawer. A lot of these wrenches that are missing right here in my black box. Then I have some others right up here that I sometimes use. Then I use this brake set quite frequently. This is my standard snap-ons. Don't really use a lot of these, so that's why my metric aren't in here, is because I use them more frequently. Then I've got backup and metric from Gear Wrench. Now this is my socket drawer. A lot of my sockets are now in my black box, but I use this VMF toolkit quite frequently as well. I should probably put it in my snap-on roll cart, but these work great for smaller items. Like, I do a lot of cameras, so those work well. I think we found this in a car. It's like a bit set. Yeah, that's like a bit set. These are standard, if I'm not mistaken, gray pneumatic. My shallow 3/8 wobbles, shallow Cornwell 1/2-inch drive. I believe these are Cornwell. Yeah, these are Cornwell. Swivel, standard and metrics from Snap-on. My hex sockets, standard and metric from Snap-on. UV or CV or UV, same as these from Cornwell. I've got these in a quarter-inch drive and standard and metric. 12 points back here, standard from Natco. Use those not as frequently. Shallow magnetic, and I've got shallow from Mac 1/2-inch and 3/8 standards. Since the 10s are always disappearing, I've got 10 millimeter sockets from Snap-on. Some swivels, and standard size, which would be the long and shallow. And then these are my backup Cornwell, and I think some of them are gray pneumatic. No, these are actually gear wrench, but these are my backup sockets. I've got 3/8 and a 1/2 inch drive, all standard. And then this is the master set of Torx and regular hex and inverted Torx from Cornwell. I'm missing 2. Don't know where those are yet. But then these are inverted Torx Plus. I actually bought 2 sets of these, so I could have one for backup just in case I ever lost one and needed to order it. And then I've got swivel. They lock in place, 1/2 inch, 3/8 and 1/4. You just pull it up and then it swivels, and then you can push it down and it locks just like a regular socket extension. I've got these in 1 swivel and dual swivels, so they both pop out just like the other one. I don't really use these all that much because I've found that when I'm trying to do a job, they sometimes will lock on you. So I never really like that about these swivels. So I don't really use them all that much. But eventually I'm gonna fill this back up again with the rest of my sockets, and when it's time to take this box to the house. But I might save this box for next week. But that is today's video, y'all. This has been my first big toolbox purchase over 7-8 years ago. This one I picked up maybe last year, the year before last. So I haven't quite filled this one up yet, but I've got some stuff in it, but not a lot. But I might do that one next week for you guys. But anyway, that's the toolbox tour of my 84-inch at Cornwell Platinum Series.